Hey, first grade families, I was about to write you a very long email, but there are so many things that I wanted to show you today that I thought maybe a video would be better. So here I am sending you a video. So first of all, thank you to everyone that was able to come on Friday to pick up your child's new materials. If you still need to do so, they are waiting for you at the BFD office, and all you need to do is buzz at the door and they can get those materials to you. Inside of those bags are some classwork that we're going to be doing over the next 4 weeks. And excitingly, our new reading pocket. So there was sort of like a little fleece cover in there with stars, and inside of it, you should have found about 10 books inside of a gallon bag with this folder right here. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what this is all about and what you need to do with it at home. So normally, during normal school times, I have the kids reading at school. We call that IDR, or independent daily reading time. And this time of year, kids are working at about 12 minutes of stamina. And by that, I mean they are sitting at their desk with their Just Right books, doing their best they can to read at their Just Right level for that amount of time. So when you see independent reading on the daily schedule in Seesaw, that's what I'm talking about, is independent reading. Now, your kids can be doing any type of reading that's at their Just Right level, but it needs to be where they're actually working on decoding the words themselves. So what are the options for that? They can most definitely practice with the books that are now inside of their pocket. That's a choice. They can use reading A to Z, which is connected to Seesaw, and that's a choice. I have my computer sitting here open so I could show you the reading A to Z. Well, it's called Kids A to Z on there, but it comes in and it's a screen that looks like this. It's got a reading room and a little robot, and it gives them access to leveled readers. So if you haven't had your child get in there yet and do the little placement test, you can do that. In some cases, I've gone in and adjusted it a little bit because it isn't always completely accurate. But if you go in, there's lots and lots of different titles. You can sort of see this for them to use. And they gives them the choice. They can either read the book or listen to the book. A lot of times it helps kids to listen to the book first and then try reading the book on their own. Every time they do an activity, they earn points, which is kind of motivating to kids, and they like that. So this is just another resource, and I'll be talking to the kids more about how to use this and for their independent reading time, because we're going to be really starting to talk about that this week. But that brings me to this folder. Like, what is this about? So normally, this would be their take-home reading. This would be what they were doing after school was over when they came home to you. So I would like you to continue to do that with them, even though I know they're already doing school at home. But this is just an important routine to get into, an important time to spend with you so that you can get to know them as they're growing and becoming readers. So inside of the folder, you will see one side has some comprehension questions that you can ask kids before, during, and after they read. And then on this side, my folder doesn't have it, but you'll see that there's a reading log. And what I would like the kids to do, if possible, is be writing down the books that they are reading each day. It's great practice for them with their writing, but it's also really fun for them to look back and see over time how much they've read. Usually they get through quite a bit in a week. Now you'll notice that there's about 10 books in your child's pocket. So again, in normal times, I would send about 5 home a week. Obviously, that's, not very many for each day. And the idea is that your child will be rereading these books multiple times. Each time a child rereads the book, they're building their confidence and their fluency. So I'm going to just thank you ahead of time for having patience to sit through some of these really riveting stories. But I promise you that the more they are able to kind of practice and have these books in their hands and try over and over again, the more confident they're going to become and the more their skills will build. The other thing that you can do in the reading log is, if you notice, again, these books are approximate Just Right level. So if you notice that your child is suddenly like growing a lot and you find that these books like are way too easy, you can let me know, and next time I put books in the pocket, I can go up a little or down a little depending. Remember, just right books are supposed to be in that really nice zone where they're not too easy for kids, but they're not too hard either. I get parents asking me a lot, like, should I tell my kids the words if they don't know them? And what I always like to tell parents to say is, what can you try? So getting kids to really take ownership over the strategies that they're starting to use to figure out words, which hopefully is coming along with the direct instruction that I'm giving them during our class time together. So what is the job then? Every evening, I would love it if you could sit down with your kiddo or your spouse or a big brother or sister or grandma or grandpa or whoever, and do 20 minutes of reading practice. This can be shared as well. So you could read a page, they could read a page, you read, they read. You can really mix it up. If they're feeling tired and it's hard, you can get creative. This is also a super great time to call relatives and have them do a FaceTime and read or something like that. So get creative and have some fun with it. I think that you'll really like it. So that's independent reading. And our goal is to be trading these book pockets out every 2 weeks. Like I said, normally it's every once a week in normal times. So hopefully, we can spread this out and help it work for it too. So that was my most important thing I wanted to talk to you about. I have a couple of other things on my list though, so here we go. I have sent out new meeting invites to all of the kids for their reading groups for this week. And I'm noticing the kids are going into their Teams app, and a lot of them are declining the meeting invites. So just double check your kiddo's account and make sure that the meeting times are in their calendars the way you want them to be in there. If you need me to resend invites, I absolutely can. But I get notifications when they decline them. So I've just noticed that that's happening. So just to let you know. Okay, YouTube, blah. So I've been trying to work around linking YouTube videos on Seesaw because it's YouTube, right? And I don't want kids just on YouTube. Thank you to all of you who have let me know that the Safe Share videos are not opening, which is super frustrating. So I've been putting all of those through Safe Share thinking that that's a workaround, and it clearly isn't. So what I can tell you is that the videos that I'm linking so that they have a chance to maybe reread a story or do part of a lesson on video so that they can be reminded of what it is that we're doing. So in most cases, those videos are made for kids, and so the comments have been disabled and it shows up with other kid content. So that's one thing, is that the YouTube that should be coming up shouldn't be, rampant. But I'm still looking for other ways of working around YouTube, because I know many of the kids are sort of working on their own, which that's great. They're building their independence, but it's making it really difficult for me to link videos on Seesaw with the district sort of blocking my Safe Share. So I'm still searching for a workaround, but thank you to everybody who gives me feedback and lets me know these things, because otherwise I don't know that they're not working because they work on my computer. So stay tuned. Thank you for letting me know that those videos are not working. Oh, I wanted to let you know that on Wednesdays between 12:30 and 1:30, I will be now holding an office hour. So if you have any questions or concerns, please send me an email earlier in the week, and I will send you a meeting link for that time slot. I'll probably meet, in increments of 15 minutes. I wanted to open that up to you to let you know that if you have any questions or concerns, just shoot me an email and I can fit you into that time on Wednesday. I purposefully left that open from reading groups so that I can meet with you. Oh, and last, so now that the kids are in small reading groups, I'm going to be assigning them things that go with their reading groups within Seesaw, but that means that I can't really assign it within our daily schedule because it's not for everybody, right? So I wanted to let you know that your child will now be getting a few assignments each week that are not connected to that daily slide. So it will be inside of their activity log on Seesaw, like it will show up as an activity, but it won't be connected to that daily slide. So the daily slide might say something like go work on your small group work, right? And so then your child would need to go in and find their activity in Seesaw that had been assigned just to their group and work on that. So I just wanted to get you and your kiddos in the habit of looking for all of the assignments, not just necessarily the ones on the schedule, but that I would be referring to them on the schedule. So anyways, thank you for listening to this. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. But for now, I just really wanted you to understand how how at-home reading was going to work. And I guess independent reading too. And just how grateful I am for you being on this journey with me and for taking such good care of your kids. They are a joy to be with every day. So I will talk to you all soon. Here's to growing some readers together.